I saw his name, I heard he was here, I don't see him now, so let's give it a shot. Please welcome to the stage the one and only Rick Gauthier.
Thank you, Steve. Guys ever still having a good time? Any laughs left in you? So, did you ever notice that certain words or phrases are funny even without a punchline? Take vagina, for example. Just makes me snicker, you know? Or kumquat. How could anybody put a fruit with a name like that in their mouth? Except my ex-wife, she put anything in her mouth. Premature ejaculation makes me laugh. Mostly because I myself don't suffer from it. My wife might have. After half a bottle of tequila. And when that happened, she was like, "Do you want to talk about this?" No. She goes, "Why not? Is it too soon?" I mumbled something under my breath. I think she heard me because she goes, "Come again?" I quickly tried to change the subject. I said, "What's for dinner tonight anyway?" She goes, "Nothing. I thought you were fasting." "If you're thirsty, I'll get you some Nestle's quick." I said, "Could you stop?" She goes, "Yeah, but apparently you can't." Do you ever notice you've never heard about a woman having a premature orgasm? Right? It's more like if you follow me around for this 26.2-mile marathon and don't lose your pace along the way or you'll have to start over, eventually at the end, I'll wiggle a little and make a funny noise. I have to admit, ladies, your orgasms look amazing, right? I mean, ours are like, "Oh, that felt good. I'm ready for some Ben & Jerry's now." But yours, my God, they seem to go on forever. It's like my pulse start generator. After you get it started, you can just walk away and it'll keep on running. Some of the older models require a little choke first to get them going. Women's orgasms are a lot easier to fake, though. Right, Barbara? Ours require a lot more evidence. It's like, did you come? Yeah. Where? Inside, like you do. I think that was acid reflux. Can you imagine someone having erectile dysfunction and premature ejaculation at the same time? You're like watching an earthworm puke. I thought my wife had a premature orgasm one time, right? I put on some soft music and dim lights. I lit some candles and incense. I took my shirt off, and I started to unbuckle my belt and kiss her on the back of the neck. And all of a sudden, her whole body starts twitching, and she starts hooting and hollering. But as it turns out, it was just a seizure. I had to call 911 as soon as I finished. It actually felt a little premature, to be honest with you. I mean, you didn't call those guys for nothing. It's like, 911, what is your emergency? Yeah, I think my wife is either having a seizure or an orgasm. Is she foaming at the mouth? That's not my fault. Sir, did you finish? Yeah. No, of course not. Well, do you want us to send the EMTs over to take care of her? Well, how long will that take? Well, GPS says we're about 26.2 miles out, so why don't you grab yourself some Ben & Jerry's and we'll head over shortly. You guys all love animals? Yeah. Dog people or cat people?
Cats.
We decided to get a dog a while back, and my wife and I talked about whether we wanted a big dog or a small dog. And I wanted a big dog because I'm a guy and they're cool. And she wanted a small dog because I guess she's got weird infatuation with Tootsie Rolls. But we decided to compromise and get a Yorkie. And this dog came to us in a very difficult time in our life, and she brought us love and hope and compassion. And so for that reason, we decided to name her Faith because we thought that was appropriate. And Faith is, she's a good dog, but she's kind of a bully too. Let me ask you a question. Do you guys allow your pets in the room with you when you have sex? I used to lock her outside the door, but her scratching at the door was so distracting. It was like renting an apartment next to Bob and Nancy. So now, there and judge me. She even gives me numbers like Dancing with the Stars. You know? Sharn. That's my best Scooby-Doo voice. 7. Bullshit, that was an 8. I even made her scream. I mean, nobody yells, if you threw a kid off me, sexier than my girl does. So anyway, we were fooling around one time and the dog was in the room. And I'm putting on the best moves that a fat, bald, old guy from New Hampshire can muster. And you know it had to be good if I used a word like mustard to describe foreplay. And all of a sudden I felt this startling sensation. And I asked my wife, you didn't put something soft, warm, and moist on the tip of your finger and touch my butthole with it, did you? And she says, no. Why? I said, oh, I don't know how to tell you this, but the dog licked my butt. Maybe she thought I was choking and I needed the, you know. Some could say we were having rough sex. But when that occurred, 2 thoughts came to me. One was, I'm glad I took a shower earlier so she didn't think less of me. The dog, that is. And the other one was that this is probably the closest that I'm ever going to get to a threesome. I knew it would happen eventually. All I had to do was keep the faith.